Good morning, everybody. I'm Nikki Stanzione.
And I'm Kristen Van Dyke.
And this is New Mexico Style. Welcome to a brand new week.
A brand new month.
A brand new month, first day of October, and only 4 days from Balloon Fiesta.
Oh my gosh, it's almost here.
Yeah.
And we almost had a Lobo victory with a top 25 team.
Let me tell you, it's a huge deal. I mean, we were already talking last week about the fact that we've already won more games this far in the season than we've won in several years. But now it's like we got that triumphant moment for our city, which is really great, for the whole state, really. The Lobo football team, of course, lost against Boise State. But here's the thing. They're still winners in the eyes of the fans. And now here's how it all went down, okay? After being down 25-0 at halftime, the Lobos narrowed the gap to 3 points by the end of the game. So a lot of fans got very discouraged at halftime. A lot of people left. They left as spectators. They thought, I give up. And then the final score ended up being 32-29.
I guarantee you there were a ton of people making a big turnaround, a big U-turn,
right?
coming back in. Because, it was a close one down at the end of the game. But yeah, Lobo fans, of course, saw it as a victory. I mean, it was so close and are definitely eager to see what happens next.
I think they made tremendous strides. I think they're going to be all right.
What did you guys think about the game?
That was freaking amazing.
Why? They lost.
They came back against a nationally ranked team. I mean, that is pretty cool.
That is very cool. That's very
Cute.
exciting. And so, of course, the fans we spoke with said they'll be coming back for more for the next homecoming game, which is against Texas State.
Yeah, I think they're building some serious momentum, and that's what we want to see. You know, of course, we talk so much about pro football and the NFL, and we talk about all these teams. Of course, we all know my team only lost by 2 points last night, but it was very disappointing. But the thing is, when you see a team, that's gone through what they've gone through, and we all had so much hope going into this season that maybe there'll be a turnaround. Maybe we could finally have a team to root for that really deserves it. And I think that's what's starting to happen. So I feel very happy.
It's exciting. It's exciting times. It's exciting to be a Lobo.
Exciting to be a Lobo. And now let's check in with our excited KRQE News 13 anchor, Elizabeth Alvarez, with this morning's headlines. Good morning, Elizabeth.
Good morning. Yes, happy Friday.
Friday. It's Monday!
I was going to say happy Monday, and then my brain is already on Friday. How exciting. It is Monday, folks.
Let's do that fast forward button right now.
I know, right? Let's just move on by. No, happy Monday, everyone. Let's begin talking about synthetic marijuana, or what is commonly known as spice. It is on tonight's Albuquerque City Council agenda. The city wants to make the drug illegal and incorporate it in the 3 strikes you're out rule. City Councilor Debbie O'Malley says that she is fighting for the new rule after she says she had a scary experience with a man on spice.
He said he'd smoked some spice. He thought he could run and jump. He hurt himself. He wanted my phone. He needed to call his dad. It's like, and it just got very scary.
Some city leaders say that the new rules might be hard to enforce because the people who make spice change its name and ingredients all the time. Councilors also want to include bath salts in the new rule. Also on the council agenda, zoo ticket prices. Some city councilors are not happy with the fact that the city raised prices for the zoo last month. Tickets for adults went up from $7 to $10, and for kids and seniors, tickets went up to $4.50. Now, Councilor Ken Sanchez wants the price to change again and go back down to more around $8 for adults and $3 for kids and seniors.
It's a very slight increase, but I think that we will keep families continuing to go to the biopark, to the zoo, to the botanical gardens.
Sanchez says Mayor R.J. Berry does not have the power to raise the ticket prices, but the mayor disagrees and says he does.
This is a very quality experience. The concern is if we continue on the path that we're on, the maintenance will continue to stack up.
Now, councilors are set to just talk about the ticket prices tonight. They probably won't vote on them until later this month. There is yet another reason why not to drink and drive in Bernalillo County this morning. County commissioners have unanimously approved an ordinance allowing sheriff deputies to seize the vehicles of repeat drunk drivers. The law takes effect on October 25th, and it affects drivers who have previously been convicted of DWI or previously convicted of driving on a revoked or suspended license due to DWI. A similar law is already in effect in the city of Albuquerque. In Santa Fe, a women's group will be protesting Governor Susana Martinez's office this morning for having used the term forcible rape instead of just rape when talking about child care assistant policies last week. Now, the governor did remove the word forcible from this particular policy, but the group Young Women United says they want to make sure that the governor will indeed discontinue the use of that language. Also in Santa Fe, the city is considering a ban on plastic grocery bags. This is kind of interesting. An advisory committee will talk about this today. Members will discuss an ordinance that basically prohibits plastic bags and orders stores to collect fees if they provide paper bags. I know a lot of cities across the country are now doing this, so we'll keep you posted on whether or not that measure moves forward. And that wraps it up for your Monday morning headlines. Be sure to watch Matt, Kristen, and myself every weekday morning on KRQE News 13 beginning at 4:30 a.m. Ladies, happy Monday.
Happy Monday. I don't know that any of us really need the brutal reminder that it's only the beginning of the week, but hey, we have to
think of it as a Friday, you know, get you in a good mood.
Or maybe we could just turn it all around and make Monday, you know, a good day because it's the beginning of a week of adventure and fun.
It's an exciting time here in New Mexico.
It is.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty stoked. So.
You should be. That it is. And you know, this is the first time you'll be joining us for Balloon Fiesta, right, Elizabeth?
Yes, I'm so excited. It's
so exciting.
My first experience.
You're going
to be a newbie at it, but I can't wait.
We're so happy to have you with us, and I know a lot of other people are really excited as well. I mean, as we said, Balloon Fiesta starts this week. It starts Saturday, but about 100 RVs are actually pulling into Balloon Fiesta Park right about now. Right now, literally. By the end of this week, 3,500 RVs are expected to be parked at the park.
But the best part is getting up in the morning and watching the dawn patrol and then going over and watching the balloons lift off.
This is a great idea, but you don't have a pass yet. Well, you're out of luck because they sold out about a month ago.
Yeah, I mean, people, you know, it's one of those things. We know it's coming. We know the dates way in advance, and a lot of people just plan for it. But here's the thing. A lot of people are coming in from out of town, and those hotel rooms in the Albuquerque area are filling up so fast.
Oh, right.
You know, in fact, I mean, Balloon Fiesta officials say that right now it looks like most hotels in Albuquerque are sold out for the whole weekend. So that's really tough for people who waited till the last minute. Procrastinators, not good.
You can't do it with Balloon Fiesta. You know, visitors spend about $200 a day and stay for an average of 3 days, which of course is great news for local businesses.
Oh yeah, I mean, and that's the thing that you have to consider if you are an owner of a local business or you work for a local business, or even if you personally have people visiting you, it's really a good thing to think about the fact that once you get to that 9 o'clock hour, it's like, what do you want to do today? Because you know what I mean? A lot of the Balloon Fiesta excitement goes away after morning hours. In just a few minutes, actually, we're going to talk to Jennifer Taylor. She's the Balloon Museum Foundation's director, and she'll talk a little bit about what the museum has planned for Balloon Fiesta, so you know, so you can still have fun all day long.
Oh yeah, all throughout the day. So after the balloons have landed, there's still plenty more to do, and the Balloon Museum is one of my favorites. A really, really cool place.
Yeah, it is fun.
Here's the thing too, like you know, the hotel rooms are sold out. Some people are actually going online and they're renting their homes out.
Oh, that's smart. Good way to make some money.
If you do have a relative or a friend that needs a place to stay, you can look that up on the internet, and there are a few little houses that are available. And hey, if you want to make some money, maybe you could donate your house for
That's
a week,
a great
or
idea.
Rent your house for a week.
It's really good advice, Kristen. And another thing to think about is also, you know, start watching New Mexico. I'm not trying to pitch the show, but seriously, try to watch New Mexico Style this week because, you know, we talk to a lot of the local retailers, whether it be food organizations, whether it be clothing stores, whatever, or even go on our website, look at Casa.com, go to NM Style, look at some of the local vendors and merchants in town, because if you're trying to come up with places to take people to eat or to shop, we really do have a lot of those answers for you. And I know one of the other answers that you have is the biggest question of all, which is the weather going to cooperate with us?
Well, it looks like it could be a little more active next week. It's still kind of far out, so we'll have to see. But I think it's, you know, we'll certainly get in a lot of good days.
Okay.
So.